Yes, I am the mother whose daughter was invited to Disneyland by her dad's side of the family, and I am not allowing her to go unless the rest of the kids are invited. I have 6 kids total, so she has 5 sisters and brothers, ranging from 15 to 1. I am not going to allow one child to go to Disneyland. Every kid's dream is Disneyland. How would you feel as a child if you had sisters and brothers and one of your sisters was invited to Disneyland? You were watching them pack. You were watching them shop, for clothes for the trip. You were watching her leave for Disneyland with her Mickey Mouse ears. You would feel horrible, wouldn't you? Yes, I'm not going to allow one of my children to go to Disneyland if the other 5 can't go. No, he is not their biological father, but he was their stepfather at one time. And I have already offered to pay for half. I've already offered to pay for half. He just has to take them along with him. There's a bunch of adults going. There's no reason why they can't take 5 more kids. And I need a freaking break. I need a spring break. That's all there is to it.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more to this story. And I want to tell you guys all the information that's dealing with this story before you start making up your decisions and thought processes as to what should happen and what should not happen, and who's right and who's wrong. Now, I know I took some heat from last week's video where I talked about the fact that the man didn't bring the rest of the kids some food, even though the woman only said, "Can you bring some food for your son?" She didn't specify that she was bringing the other kids. But I know I took some heat from that one. I know I took some heat from yesterday's video where I said that a lot of men don't want to deal with women's children. If you're a woman with a child, a lot of men just don't want to deal with that. We have our reasons, and it is not for you to understand our reason. But it is the conniving bullshit like this one as to why men feel the way they feel. You see, the more information to this story is this. So after this lady published that video, she caught a lot of heat. She caught a lot of heat from a lot of women. But then she manipulated those very same women by bringing her daughter. And the daughter looks like she's about, say, 6, 7 years old. So that means that the 15-year-old and older than her, that they have a different baby daddy than the 5, 6-year-old that he had with the one who's going to Disney. And then she got all the way down to a 1-year-old. And she got a total of 5 kids, or 5 or 6 kids. So you got 5 kids that don't belong to him, 1 that belong to him. So we know that there's 1 up and 1 down. There's at least 2 other baby daddies who are involved in this whole situation. Now, who in the hell wants to take a 1-year-old that don't even belong to you down to Disney? That's the part. So what she did was she brought the little girl on, the little 5-year-old. She brought her on there, and she asked the 5-year-old, "Would you want to go to Disney without your brother and sister? I mean, how would you feel if you went to Disney without your brother and sister? Do you think your brother and sister is going to feel?" And she manipulated the shit out of her daughter. And a kid is going to say they would want their brothers and sisters to go. Of course they would. But do you think a kid's going to turn that shit down? No. No. You think I turned down opportunities to go with the drill team to different places when my brother and sister didn't go? Of course I did. I went. I wouldn't turn it down. Of course I went. But on the same hand, my dad didn't live in Atlanta. My brother and sister's dad did. You think it wasn't hard for me to see them get stuff and have time for their father? Of course, but I'm not going to deny them that. But so as a child, she manipulated the child. But then after manipulating the child, she manipulated all of the women, talking about, "Oh, I need a spring break myself. And, if I could just pay for the whole thing, then they would take them. They would take all the kids if I could pay for the whole thing." Now, she's talking about she agreed to pay half. It is not their responsibility to pay any of this damn shit. So just because you said you want to pay half, that don't mean jack to the family. That's 6, that's 5 more people. That's more food. That's more tickets. That's a bigger house. That's all kind of bullshit. 5 more people. I don't want to hear that nonsense. No. But so what had happened is that she put a cash app out there. And all these women who was, "Oh, she needs a break. She needs a break. And they'll take the kids if she pay for the kids." So all these people gave this woman money. on Cash App. So that this other man, in order for him to take his daughter to Disney with his family, he has to take all those kids. So I guess from here on out, any major vacation that he wants to do with his daughter, he either got to do it in secret or he got to take all these kids. That's some manipulative bullshit. That and that's why. That's why. I know not all women are that way. I know that the majority of women, I would think, are not that way. But god damn, that silent, I mean not silent, that loud minority is deafening. What do you guys think? And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.